This is specifically for the motherfuckers who came out here claiming to represent hip-hop, but really didn't do shit to preserve the value of the fucking art form, the way of life. Hip-hop is a way to live, man. It ain't no institutionalized religion or something. It's a way to live. It's a culture, dog. You know what I mean? You know, so if you ain't really got nothing beneficial to offer this hip-hop shit, preserve the value of the art form, the music, the way of living, don't even fuck with it. We don't need dead weight motherfuckers.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I was never a fan of dude. He'll have a little streak though.
I think he's due, man.
I think so, man.
Look at the slips. These are the slips I got.
Alright. You got a lot of faith in Algier this week.
This is one slip, bro.
Sterling Shepard.
And Tyler Algier's been taking. Trust me, he's.
Why Sterling Shepard? Because of the odds?
Sometimes because of the odds, yeah.
Hey, for $2?
I'm saying, look at all of them.
Oh, there's more. Oh, okay. But wait. Okay. Kyle Pitts is due. Alright, I see the vision. Cade Otton. Bucky Irvin's that guy. I think you'll hit that leg, no problem. Damn, bro. I like anything with Chris Godwin in it. He's looking like the favorite right now. Drake London. Damn, these aren't like that unlikely too. That's crazy, bro. I just, you know, I hate Alton. I hate Kate Otong. I think that's the only problem I have with anything. I can't fucking stand that guy, bro. Oh, I gotta get the controller. Hold on. It's on though. It's rolling.
All right, cool. Big 9-5. Big 9-5. Big 9-5. Big Quinn in the day. Yo, you look like a dad.
What you mean?
What you mean? What I mean?
What you mean, bro?
You know what I mean, dog.
Listen,
you look like
man.
you got a kid upstairs right now.
I fuck around and could. You never know.
Yeah, that's right.
He's in the bed upstairs asleep.
Not right.
Can't say a word.
Okay. Keep it
You gotta
down.
whisper the podcast tonight.
Keep it down.
Hey man, you know what it is, bro? I felt like I just wanted to do something different. And I feel like I've seen that lately online, at least myself, become like a trend. Like people do the goatee and it's disconnected, whatever.
It's good.
It has to grow in a little bit. I'm gonna let that shit sit for a second. Because right now, tell me not, right? Tell me, because you know how that shit go. You have a beard. Your mustache a lot of times is lined to go with your beard, right? Yeah. So right now I feel like it's still flat.
Yeah.
So next time I get a cut, like this weekend or some shit, they line it up the right way. You feel me? For let it come around a little more. You feel what I'm saying? There's a plan. You know what I'm saying?
Get on your Morris Chestnut shit.
You feel me? I'm on my Adrian Broner type
there
shit.
You go.
You know what I'm saying? Look, maybe people might think I'm European, be like, sight.
Right.
I'm actually not. Speaking of that, you know what? My parents are in Italy right now.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah, man.
For what?
The people across the street, their daughter was getting married, and they're Italian, so they did it in Italy.
Oh, wow. And your parents are obviously close
And they're cool with them, yeah, so they invited them. So they're in Italy right now, bro.
That's awesome, dude.
That's fucking wild.
That's great. Your dad's doing it up right now. That's dope.
He was scared.
Yeah?
And he's never been somewhere they don't speak Spanish.
Oh, no, he'll be fine.
So to him, like,
yeah,
it's a me. Eat some shit. That's a spicy meatball.
Just don't ask for fucking spaghetti and meatballs and shit like that. Because in Italy, they eat like real.
What you mean? Don't ask for spaghetti and meatballs?
Because it's like that's not how they really eat.
Yeah.
You know, spaghetti. Spaghetti is usually like with like a bolognese kind of sauce or something like that. Like they
Mr. Chef, yo, my bad, bro.
I'm just saying it's like just like pizza. You can't get pizza in Italy.
What you mean? You could get pizza,
but
in
not
Italy.
what you're thinking.
No, but you're gonna get the real pizza.
Yeah, you're not gonna get a fucking slice with pepperoni cups on it. And
No,
shit
yeah,
like
definitely
that.
not.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So it's like
they're not gonna serve you no Hawaiian, nothing.
It's
No,
different.
like
Like,
yeah, authentic.
all these foods come to America, and they're like all. Excuse me. They're really just all derivatives of the original shit.
Yeah,
None of it's really original.
the American version of it.
I think Mexican food is probably the closest to authentic, but there's a lot of shit that Mexicans eat that aren't brought really here to America.
Yeah.
Like it's just like the tacos are pretty authentic as you get, depending on where you go. Like quesadillas.
They say that Chinese food is nothing like the food they actually eat in China.
Nothing.
Nothing. Like it's night and day. I actually have heard that before.
Yeah, so it's kind of
Americans just be like, throw some salt on there.
yeah.
Throw some this chemical, that chemical on there. Stuff that preservatives or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why don't we got the sign going on?
What you mean? What sign?
What sign? The sign.
The remote's right there. You see it? It's on top of the dresser. Yep, that little. Yeah.
This nigga said what sign? The sign,
Shit.
bro.
Shit.
Go ahead, dude. Know what I mean? Come on, man.
Go teed up.
Go.
Hey man, look, they can't tell me I was anything but myself.
Listen, I'm not
You
mad
feel me?
at it at all.
You are though.
I love the different looks of
My
Dakota.
girl hates that shit.
I love the different looks of Dakota. Does she?
Can't, but you know what? I've always been that type of guy.
You got
bro.
a couple
like,
of different looks.
I be switching it up. I like
And
to keep
that's-
people on their toes. I like to.
And
I
that's
don't
all
know,
right.
man. They're
And
like
that's
that
all right,
shit.
dude. That's all right. Listen, once I grew a beard, bro, it took me like 30 solid years
Yeah.
to grow any semblance of a beard, because I won't even call it like a real beard. It's just I'm getting by though,
Right. No, I mean it's full enough to line it up.
Yeah,
and
like I said, I'm
it's
getting
not
by.
Grizzly Adams like
No,
like
no.
Obi the other day. Not
Yeah.
but it's a beard.
But I'm getting by, so
yeah.
I won't switch it up. I'm deathly afraid. The only thing that'll make me switch it up, honestly, is a job, and that's like not even a job, like a career, like the fire department.
Yeah,
I
get
will
what you're
gladly.
saying. They said
like,
you have to be clean shaved. You'd be
Yeah.
like, where do I sign?
the only thing I could have is a mustache, and I'll just walk around with a fucking mustache.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe that's like the Colombian side of me, like I'm on Pablo shit. Like
Yeah,
I think that if you could, a
Yeah,
good
but you have to-
mustache
but
is a look though.
But you have to have like, I don't know. I feel like it's better for you to have like different hairstyles are better for different faces. Like I've gained like a little bit of weight.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Since like for the years and shit like that. Not
yeah,
even-
just an age.
Yeah, like with that. So my face is a little fuller now. So for a beard looks better. But when I was younger, I used to rock that.
Word.
I used to have, but when my face was like thin and shit like that. So you know what I mean?
I've had this
Right.
my whole life.
Right now, my like if I was to take you would see how like my cheeks would be mad big. You know what I mean? Like my face would look hella round.
Yeah, I know what
If
you
I
mean.
got rid of my
Because
beard.
with a beard, it looks like your face stops right there. So then
Yeah.
that covers that like
Yeah.
whatever you're talking about.
Yeah.
word.
My face would look a lot more round if I was to cut off my beard for sure.
That that anyone's ever seen me in the last like couple years or so was really my first attempt at growing a beard, because I always had this ever since like even like I can remember 13, 14. I already had a full goatee, but I didn't rock it. Like I kept it clean because I was like, yo, I want a beard or I want nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then around the time came that like I was maybe like 22-ish when like this started growing, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna send it. And then for the last 2 years or so, I tried the most of what anybody saw me with a beard.
Yeah.
This was the first time that from like I was able to have a beard that I actively chose. I was like, oh, maybe I'll try something else.
Okay. Now, did you do that yourself?
I did.
Okay.
Why?
Just asking.
Well, you got a problem, bro?
Oh man, it's just that I looked at the top of your hair and I saw that you didn't have a shape up.
Oh no, yeah.
So I was like, okay, he must have did it himself.
I assumed. All right, so my whole
Relax,
thing is
bro.
No, I know. Because you know what it is.
Because you got fucking defensive.
No, you know what? It's because a man's
question,
cut,
bro.
A man's cut is like
It's sacred. I know.
It's sacred, bro. Yo,
I
what
know,
you gotta
bro.
say about my haircut? No, all jokes aside. Nah, bro. I think that you know what's interesting?
Oh, whoa.
And just like that, it starts,
like
bro. It's the Goatee episode. Listen, man, we're here to talk about what you guys want to talk about. You see the 9-5. We're living it up. We're doing what we're supposed to do. It's the one and only Cody's Corner.
What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on, guys? This is Cody's Corner. Cody's week by week hot takes on who's going to take the W in the sports you're worried about. I'm side by side by the one and only David.
What's going on? What's going on?
We're here to talk about it, man. What was I was just in the middle of about to say something and I stopped.
Was it about the goatee?
Oh man, I wish I remembered, dude. You know what? If it comes back to me, we'll get to it. But right now, there's.
You said Tim. You were like, you know what's interesting, and then I wouldn't know what's interesting because
I wish I knew what was interesting too.
It came from you.
I was all right. You want to know what I think is? I can't remember what I was gonna say, but this is interesting since we were talking about it. I don't realize, or I hadn't realized, until I cut the goatee, how important the shape of your mustache is.
100%.
Because some people, like, you could have a long, scraggly mustache. Mm-hmm. You could have a mustache that hangs over your lip. Your mustache can go outward. Some people have, like, the Mario mustache, all that.
It's all that.
That's crazy, bro.
But see, one of the reasons that I don't is because my mustache doesn't connect in the middle for America.
Super Hispanic of you.
For America to see. So it's like, my shit is hella bandito. So
that's hard, though. Hell yeah, that's hard. You walk around like machete. That's what's up. No, I fuck with that.
So I'm just saying, so like, if I cut the beard off entirely and just do that, I'm super Spanish. Like,
yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Yo, you gotta look like your people.
I'm just saying, I'm wild boppied out right there. If I do that, if I just do mustache, I'm boppied out. So.
Yeah, I feel you. I want mine is like a little blonde actually. I have like little blonde hairs in my mustache.
I see it.
And I never knew why that was. I always had it like a little bit in my beard and some
I've got like blonde hairs like that too. But I think it's
really like blonde like that.
Yeah, I think just when like. You're light skinned, I think your hair just like, you know, not saying that you're like black, but you know what I mean, like your
complexion. Your complexion. Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Something like that.
But if you're talking about something like that, I want to bring up something like this to you. Maybe we could we give up people their flowers on the show.
We do.
So before we say anything, if I could just say rest in peace to Mutombo.
Dikembe
Mutombo, one of the greatest to ever do it, man. Some might argue one of the best defenders in NBA history.
Best shot blockers.
Yeah.
One of the best.
No, not today.
No. One of the best shot blockers.
You know how many times I was trying to figure out like exactly what it was? Like the way to explain to someone that doesn't follow basketball who Mutombo is. Mm-hmm. And everybody goes, oh, you know, the guy from the Geico commercial or the guy from the whatever commercial that was. We're like, you know, there's people trying to throw something out or like throw something to someone. He just swats it out of the air. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
No.
What, man? There was this commercial that like it was like a corporate office. Imagine like you're watching The Office.
Oh,
someone goes to throw something out. He's like.
Okay, wasn't it an ESPN commercial?
Was it ESPN? I thought it was.
So.
I thought it was like an insurance commercial, like a Geico or Progressive.
Maybe.
I might be wrong.
You might be right. Actually, you might be right because Geico is known to like do.
You know, the caveman and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I've been trying to remember that, but
well, for those who don't know who Dikembe Mutombo is, he's number 2 on the all-time blocks list.
2.
Number 2. It's not even showing me number 1, but if I had to guess, it's probably Wilt Chamberlain because he was wild, or probably. Bill Russell or some shit like that. But well, actually, I have everybody else. I can tell you right now. No, sorry, Hakeem Olajuwon is number 1. But Dikembe Mutombo is number 2 with 3,289 career blocks.
That's insane.
Hakeem Olajuwon is number 1. Damn, it's crazy with 3,830 career blocks. So it's like 600 more blocks than my guy.
That's insane, bro.
That's nuts.
But still, like to get 3,200 anything, you know, in the span of an NBA career is insane. And the fact that both of them played for the Rockets at one point in time,
yes,
right?
100%.
So
the Rockets have always been known to have a big man.
Right.
Rockets usually do
Yao Ming.
like Yao Ming, Hakeem Olajuwon, Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah, Capella for a little bit, right?
Clint Capella, like Dwight Howard was there for a little bit.
Yep.
Now they're Alperen Sengun, whatever. So the Rockets usually stay with a big man.
I heard you had a question for me though.
Not a question. In lieu of just talking about Dikembe Mutombo, we also had another passing in the sports world. Pete Rose.
Right, that's
So,
right.
let's
Rest
give
in
it up
peace,
for Pete Rose. The MLB playoffs are going on right now. And yeah, the Tigers beat the Astros. So we're happy about that.
Yeah, we're rooting for the Tigers right now.
We're happy about that. Because we hate the Astros over here.
Yeah, without a doubt, bro. Man.
But
forget the Astros for a lack of a better word.
But to not digress too much, because I want to give Pete his respect. Pete Rose is arguably one of the greatest baseball players ever, and he'll never be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
If you don't know why he won't be in the Hall of Fame, is because he betted on baseball, which is like the cardinal sin, something that Shohei Ohtani, even though we don't speak about it, but I think they're still in that investigation and all that stuff. Like, I'm sure it'll take a while to do, but yeah. So you can see just how serious that is, because for a guy to have 10 seasons of 200 hits or more,
nuts,
and to not be allowed in the Hall of Fame is crazy. I know the Hall of Fame, especially the Baseball Hall of Fame, not only has to do with stats, but it's a big morality kick and all that stuff like that. So, I'm sure that's a cardinal sin in baseball. So he didn't do it as a player. He did it while he was a manager. He also said that he never betted on his team to lose. So
is that confirmed? Has anybody ever went back at what he was actually betting on?
I don't know the full details. I'm just going by what I've heard from different analysts.
I didn't know that actually. I didn't know that all this happened when he was a manager, not when he was actually playing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
So then you got other guys like Ty Cobb with 4 seasons. Paul Warner with 5 seasons, Tony Gwynn with 2 seasons. So it's not something that happens very often. If you watch baseball at all, you know that's incredibly hard to do. There are times where guys go up on the plate and they're 0 for 4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you do the math, there's how many games in an MLB season?
162, is it?
162 games, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
And if you get 200 hits, you're averaging, more than a hit a game.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
That's insane.
If you think about it,
insane.
If
for 10 years.
For 10 years.
For 10 years.
Well, 10 seasons. Well, I mean, in Ichiro's case, 10 consecutives. I don't know if Pete Rose did it for 10 consecutive.
I don't think it was, but it was 10 of them, right?
But Ichiro did it for 10 consecutive. So that, you have home run records, which obviously everybody loves because they're home runs, right? They're exciting. Right. It's a crack off the bat and this and that. Right. But to sit there and get over 200 hits,
that's consistency.
That's crazy.
If you think about it, that's much more consistent than a run.
That means that not one pitcher can get anything really on you. Dude, you have more hits than there are games.
Yeah.
That's
nuts.
That's nuts. And for Ichiro, because I didn't even know this stat until now, but Ichiro has 100 more hits.
That's crazy.
than there is games.
And he'll be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, 100%. That's not even a question if he's not already in it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's just not fair. Especially, look, and it's not to speak any sort of lens on his passing, but especially given that his loved ones and whatever are around him, and looking back at his life and his accomplishments, his accolades. Put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame, bro.
There was a story, and I forget that. I think it was the commissioner at the time. and basically had a conversation with Pete Rose, and just wanted Pete Rose to admit it.
Right, that he did it.
And he didn't. And a lot of people think that if Pete Rose would have done that they still would have banned him from baseball.
But they would have put him in the Hall of Fame.
But they would have allowed him to be in the Hall of Fame. But because, like, he's somebody who denied the shit out of it.
Here's my thing, right? Because, like, there's people, and you know what? I forgot. So, here's my thing, right? Because I understand when there's people that do things while they're a player, and that hinders them forever. Perfect example, Alex Rodriguez. Right? Like, a steroid thing, a drug-enhancing thing. It affects your statistics as a player, right? So if you're doing something that didn't happen as a player and you're then being criticized for something you did past your own career, why should that affect your statistics and how you stand among the greatest?
Because you're still... Because we know... I mean... Because you're still the manager, so you're still...
You're hindering the game?
You still have the ability... to hinder the game if you want to. You could take somebody out, you could sub them out, you could intentionally walk somebody. You're the manager of that team. Just like the coach. If the coach decides that he wants to call a bad play that he knows isn't going to fucking work, because he wants the team to lose. So, it's the same shit.
I don't feel that. I disagree. But
I mean, listen, I think Pete Rose should be in. I think Pete Rose should be in. I think that you can't be that damn good, But it's also been said that Pete Rose is one of those guys where he's like, he never cared about any of that. He's like, as long as my fans know.
His fans know. His family's taken care of.
Like, as long as my fans and stuff like that, people know, how good I really was, then.
If you don't mind me asking, because excuse me, I stuttered. You know more about that than I do. Did he take a fine for any of that, or did he ever get?
He got banned from baseball.
I mean, I know that.
Well, I don't know. I don't know
financially, fiscally.
I have no idea about the monetary, disciplinary action that they might have taken.
One more word that stands for money. I was trying to throw fiscal, financial. You said monetary. Oh, we sound like a bank out here. It's supposed to be a sports show, man. They're looking more like business gets action or whatever that.
Whatever,
called.
dude. But I'm just saying. So no, I don't know what money might have, but it doesn't matter because getting banned from the Hall of Fame is punishment enough.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Without taking $1 from you, because if you think about it. That's money that I'm taking away from you right there. You can't do anything with baseball. Baseball's all you know.
Right.
But yeah. So, rest in peace to Pete Rose. Rest in peace to Dikembe Mutombo. But we are here to talk foosball.
Let's talk a little bit. I was waiting. I was kind of simmered down. I was chill waiting because I thought you had a question for me.
Oh no. Well, the question was gonna be, but then I realized he's not gonna know because he doesn't watch all that much baseball. Right. I was gonna say can you guess a couple of the players that it might have 200 hit seasons, but again the guys I'm naming Tony Gwynn. You know who Tony Gwynn is?
Not a clue.
Exactly my point. Ichiro we know. Mike Piazza we know.
There's no baseball in there.
I believe Derek Jeter had a 200 hit season too. But
didn't he have 2,000 hits in his career or something like that?
Damn. Pete Rose has a total of 4,256 hits. Damn.
That's insane, actually. Well, you got to think about it. 200 hits for 10 seasons is already 2,000 by itself. You know what I mean? So anything after that. So he doubled that in the seasons he didn't get 200 hits.
So think about...
That's crazy. All right. Hold on.
One more thing.
Please, and then we're gonna hop into
think about how crazy the Ichiro thing was, right? Ichiro has 3,089 hits, right? And Pete Rose has 4,256.
Crazy, so I was stacked them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's a wild statistic.
It's nuts. Put your boy in the Hall of Fame. Anyway.
All right, so we're on the screen right now. We're looking at last week's games. And we're asking the 3 questions we've been asking all this time. I'm going to start off with you. You got the games in front of you right now?
What happened? No. I have a Star Wars list.
This guy, bro. Yo, all right, come on, bro. We're in the episode. I wanted
to say, no, this is good stuff.
all right. So let me turn this to you real quick. You just shove it to the side a little bit.
I'm counting 10. There's a lot. fucking thing is
You
gone.
just unplugged it? Yeah,
Just
go ahead.
unplugged
What's
it.
going on here, bro?
It's fine. It's
might
fine.
need
I'm sorry.
We might need another pause, man. What's going on here? Yo, I'm about to. Yo, all right. We'll see you guys next week. All right, so.
I nerded out for a second.
Nah, look, 'cause that was
Sue me.
that was really your thing, like that.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
It was my shit.
That's what's up. I respect it. People that like Star Wars love Star Wars. So
Wait, so this is what you want me to... I can do the NFL schedule. You don't got to turn the screen.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to
right
help you figure out what's going on, bro.
Let's go. Let's
All right,
do it.
let's go,
Talk
let's
about
go.
it. Let's get our predictions.
I got a question for you. We're here talking about week 4, not week 5. So,
Okay.
real quick, last week, one question for you. Give me a team that needed some milk.
Oh, team that needed some milk.
Yes, sir. Let's hear it. Let's hear
The
it.
Jets, man.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
We needed some milk, man. I don't know what I want. Yeah, I got my jersey on because I die for this shit.
Right.
So nothing changes. My love is still there, but
Are you nervous?
Like I've always said, I am a very realistic fan.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like I don't like to, blow my head up with expectations. So anyway, Broncos, first of all, are a good defense. And I'm not making excuses just to be like, oh, we lost to the Broncos, because there's no reason why we should have lost. There's no reason why why Aaron Rodgers should have been sacked. How many times? Was it 4 or 5?
I believe it was 5.
5 times. Hit what? 11? I think it was hit like 11 times.
I didn't see that number. It was too high for my liking.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that
it hit like 11 times. So, yeah, Jets, we needed some milk. Not one touchdown. One touchdown was thrown the whole game, and it was from Bo Nix.
Fun fact, that was his first touchdown throw.
Yeah, it was his first touchdown on us. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not panicking because the way the league is, anything can happen, but yeah, we need some milk, man. And I know Aaron Rodgers likes to keep saying that everything's good over there with him and Salah, but there's a disconnect somewhere.
Now, disconnect this. Mike Williams was the receiving leader of the game.
Of course.
4 catches for 67 yards. The running leader, not Breece Hall, Braylon Allen.
Yeah.
8 carries, 34 yards. It looks like the up-and-comers are going to be the ones that are building their identity with Aaron Rodgers. Maybe for some reason, the players that were there before are having a hard time switching their identity from this guy that can't throw to the guy that knows where they're supposed to be. It's a theory I've been trying to build because for the love of me, bro, there's no way we put up 3 field goals and that's it. I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. And I have a question for you.
Yeah.
In the midst of the trauma that is only putting up 9 points against a rookie quarterback in the Denver Broncos, is Davante Adams gonna fix that picture for you? Does Davante Adams make your problems go away?
Davante Adams can't throw the ball too, and no matter how
I agree.
No matter how much chemistry you may have with somebody, you still need time to get them the ball. And even though you're Aaron Rodgers and you have one of the hot, quickest release, in the game,
right?
Statistically and all that, still, if you're getting hit 11 times and you're getting sacked 5, it's going to be hard to win any game.
Mm-hmm.
No matter who you've got as receiver.
I agree.
So, I mean, no, I don't think that it solves a problem. I just think it's, you're them trying to put a Band-Aid over an open wound. Like, it's not we need stitches.
Yeah. But stitches they may have, because what if somebody that offers a trade wants Hassan Reddick? A certain Max Crosby, Hassan Reddick line that seems very interesting to a team that doesn't have too much going on in their offense in the first place. It sounds like you're going to be the one with the cheesesteak at the end of this bet. I don't know if you remember. I think is it turning a little bit? Look, you remember we had this whole bet about...
What was the bet again? You're going to have to remind me.
The whole bet was if Davante Adams is a Jet by week 9, one owes the other person a meal to eat during the show.
Yes. And who was on the right side of that week 9?
I said he wasn't going to be. You said he would be before week 9.
Oh, so that means that you would owe me a cheesesteak.
If he got traded to the Jets.
If he got traded to the Jets. Okay.
Listen, man, I'm just trying to keep it fair with you.
I
could have just told you reverse, and you would have been like, "Oh,
I would have went back into the episode and figured it out."
You would have hit me up on the side. It was me. You bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
But another question I have for you, since we're getting off that, I think that as long as we don't give up too much, I know that the news that I heard is that he wants to be traded for at least a second-round pick. They feel like he's worth at least a second-round pick. Mm-hmm. The Jets have a second-round pick to give. Obviously, the news is that he wants to go back to an old quarterback that he's familiar with, either in his NFL career.
Derek Carr.
Yeah, correct. Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints. Obviously, they don't have Michael Thomas anymore, but they still have Chris Olave, who's pretty good. That 1-2 could be dangerous, especially since New Orleans is looking hot. I think New Orleans did a good job up until this point of at least looking like a destination where where players want to go. Because obviously there's some situations like, hell no, I wouldn't go there. Hell no, I wouldn't this. A lot of rumor has also been around the Steelers. You know, a lot of people say they were already ready to put up a trade for Brandon Ayuk.
Yep.
That means they have the cap space that they were willing to pay a receiver anyway, which then means that they could turn that around and be like, hey, there's still this structure built for a receiver. It could be you if you want it. Come with Justin Fields. Now you got the receiver to replace Deontay Johnson that went to Carolina. You got that 1-2, the Pat Freiermuth. Then Jalen Warren gets out of the garbage can he's been living in, and then what's his name, Najee Harris can get a little rest because he's getting pretty rusty himself. And everything could just come back.
Why do you seem so excited for Davante at the Steelers?
I wanted Brandon Ayuk to go to the Steelers. I did, because then, all right, now, let's say he looks like trash, right, in San Francisco. And I don't want to get too far off topic because we're moving, right? Mm-hmm. But Brandon Ayuk looks like he's just unprepared for the NFL season now. Versus if he had went into a new team now, he has the excuse, okay, it's his first time in this organization. Give him a chance to grow. Mm-hmm. But he's not doing that. Now it just shows, okay, well, it's obvious he wasn't at these practices like he was saying during this holdout, and now it's showing. So I wanted a good receiver to land in Pittsburgh. I think Justin Fields deserves it.
Okay. I'm not mad at you.
A team that I would say surprised me, since we're talking about rookies and what have you.
Commanders.
I'm going to say the Commanders.
Me too. We're on the same page this week.
And you know what? Look, and we had this conversation. I'm not one to ever place a bet. You know that. I'm really rare out of the zone. I just like the sport because I like the sport. I had a little hit this week.
Did those hit?
That one little parlay hit. I had it paid out for me, and I had my mom put the bet. I got put some money in my mom's pocket. Feel me? It felt good. It was let the people know. I think
you sent it to me.
I did send it to you. It was what's it called? Jamar Chase touchdown.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels touchdown. What's it called? What's his name? Derrick Henry 40 yards plus, and then he came out with that first 87-yard touchdown last week, and then the 49ers money line against the Patriots.
Look at that.
Quick little 300.
Yeah, why not?
Quick little, hey, you know what I mean?
Slight. Y'all don't want to bring the Parleezy back.
Come on, bro. Yo, bring back the Parleezy.
Y'all don't want to bring the Parleezy back.
They don't want to bring back the theme songs. They don't want to bring back. Yo, don't let us get excited.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
All right. So, in all seriousness, and that's somewhere I think I would be excited if Davante Adams, for any reason, felt like he wanted to go to Washington.
They talked about that.
I heard that myself. I don't think it's as realistic because I think he's looking for a quarterback.
Well, you're saying that, but cap space has a lot. Commanders have about $122 million.
Yeah, man.
Available next year.
Yeah,
it's you want to talk about an extension. You want to talk about somebody who could really settle down. I mean, McDaniels already seems like he's settled down, but you understand what I'm saying? Like,
look, not for nothing, rookie or not, last game 26 for 30, 233 passing yards, a touchdown and a pick. That's not that bad.
It's not bad at all.
And he runs it. And he runs the ball, bro. Yo, come on, man. I actually really like him. I get excited watching Jaden Daniels play
Jaden Daniels
football.
is good. He's good.
And if they can figure it out
Sorry,
early,
I said McDaniels, really Daniels.
it's all right. You know what? I think if they figure it out early, I swear to you, no, all jokes aside, I think they could win that division, bro.
Hey now.
Dallas looks like a mess. The Giants are the Giants, and the Eagles aren't as hot as they should be right now.
Yep.
Who's hot? 3-1, 2-1 away. Come on, bro. And they're talking about bringing back the Redskin name after all that. Imagine they went after all that.
And after all that,
right? That's so like I hate that, bro.
Fucking this guy.
What?
No, that was I got that from Big Cat, man, over there on the Knicks now. And after all that,
yo, man, that's another thing, bro. Talking about that, but man, you know what? Let's get through this football.
Let's get through the
football because we're here. But that's another thing, yo. I don't know who won that trade, but we're gonna get into that a little bit later. And who do I think needs to make a change fast? I'm gonna give you a quick one. I think Carolina's still holding their own. They won against Cincinnati. There's no shame in that. T. Higgins kind of was back. There's no shame in that. I'm going to say Jacksonville needs to make a decision right now what they're going through next, bro. Because Trevor Lawrence is not the answer.
He's not looking like it.
He's not looking like it, bro. Travis, I'm sorry, is that his first name? Etienne?
Yeah.
It's Travis, right? I always get confused. It's hella. Everybody has the same, bro. There's Travis this, Travis that. Travis Etienne, supposed to be a top 10 running back. There's nothing coming out of that O-line, bro. Christian Kirk already has injury issues. Gabe Davis is there. I think he had a decent game the other day, but
they may need a little bit of milk too.
They may need a little bit of milk, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, because there's teams that if they make one pivot, they'll be straight.
Yeah.
Like I'll put it to you like this: if Davante Adams went to Jacksonville, there's nothing solved. Nothing, because that's not the problem. If he goes to Carolina right now, nothing solved. That's not the problem. There's teams that are one solution away from being in the Super Bowl bubble of names.
I mean, listen, the most obvious would be Kansas City, but the Raiders aren't going to trade him to Kansas City.
I mean,
that would be retarded.
I think
come
on, we don't use the R word around here, bro. We don't use the R word around here. We're very conscious of things like that.
Okay.
We could be conscious about, or I want to say unconscious. What the fuck did I say? Subconscious? Underconscious?
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. Too many conscious.
Whatever. I guess
but
I'm saying.
At the end of the day,
the Raiders aren't dumb. How about that?
The Raiders aren't dumb. That's what I want to say, because they know they're going into a rebuild. They just gave up Josh Jacobs last season.
And Kansas City's in the division.
Kansas City's in their division. They're not going there. I'm sure that's not what's going on. I think the odds I saw that he goes to the Jets are plus 400. It's not too crazy, bro.
We'll see, man. Just
don't take Garrett Wilson from me, bro, please.
They won't. They can't.
Don't.
And they won't.
Please,
and
God, no.
They won't. The point is to pair Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
To pair with Garrett.
Yeah.
Not to. That'd be pointless. That'd be absolutely useless, that trade.
I agree. All right. So with that said, we're gonna hop into last week's fantasy. I made some decisions this week. I'm gonna put it like that.
I'm 4-0 by the way.
I'm 0-4 by the way. In case you were wondering.
Complete opposites here.
Complete opposites. But you know what? Everything slowly comes to equilibrium, and I have something to say.
That's not how you use that word.
Here. Everything
that's not how
equilibrium. Everything comes back to the middle.
I don't think that's how you use that though.
Stop playing with me, bro. Like I don't speak English. That's how you use the word equilibrium.
No, your equilibrium.
You're really high up, and eventually you'll come back down. I'm very low down. Eventually I'll come back up. We'll meet in the middle at the equilibrium. Stop playing with me, bro.
A state in which opposing forces or influence are balanced.
Balanced. Back to the middle. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Equilibrium. So, I had to make an important decision this week. I had to, and you let me know if I'm too loud. I feel like I'm stupid loud right now.
You're good right now.
Right now.
You're making your points.
I had to get rid of a trade. I traded Jonathan Taylor and Amari Cooper. I'll put it on the screen somewhere.
He offered me
I offered him this trade, and he's a fool for not taking this trade, right? That's just one thing I'm going to leave out there.
4-0, 0-4. I'm the fool, though.
But, no, because you know and I know that there's not a lot of longevity in what is going on your team. But we'll get there. Look,
how do we know that?
We're on. Look, we'll get there. We'll get there. When we get to the
I actually think I have the most longevity because I'm watching all of these injuries happen all around the league.
They're happening.
All these star players.
They're there.
But it looks like my guys are kind of being real steady. Real steady, it seems like. And slow and steady wins the race, baby boy. You hear me? You hear me? You may look older. You may look older, but I'm still older.
Listen,
all right?
Man, this right now is me building my wisdom. 0-4, these are the stories that will scar me for life. I'll never make these mistakes ever again. So as we get into it, I lost to Albert, 132.6 to 85. It's kind of smacked me low-key. You got C.J. Stroud with 23.5. Kyron Williams with 20.4, Brian Robinson Jr. 20.3. My highest scored was Jonathan Taylor 19.8, Brock Purdy with 14.62, and Khalil Shakir with 10.2. I had to make an important decision. I'm going to just say it right now before we get into predictions. I gave up Jonathan Taylor and Amari Cooper, and I traded my good friend, the Gridler, Noel, who just put up 154 this week. He gave me Trey McBride, Pacheco, and Deontay Johnson. It's taking a tight end out of something that's a very confusing tight end situation right now. I end up getting the number one receiver in Carolina. Winning or losing, ever since Andy Dalton has been under the helm, they've been putting up volume. I wouldn't say W's, they've been putting up volume. I believe they scored 33 against the Raiders, and now they put up 24 against Cincinnati. That's enough fantasy points for me, man. All I'm looking for is a W in the box. And on top of that, what people are forgetting, right, when they think about me and what I got going on, everybody's worried about me, you feel me? I got everybody in the league, isn't this supposed to be your fantasy league? I'm not worried about none of that, right? Because right now, people are forgetting it's not 6 spots that go to the playoffs, it's 8, right? There's a lot of football left.
Yeah, there is.
All I got to do from right now is make it to 8th. Make it to 8th. Play the long game.
Yeah.
Get in the spot.
Yeah.
Pacheco comes back.
Yeah.
Now I got Pacheco and Etienne running that. Plus a little bit of whatever comes after that. Now I got Kareem Hunt tied in as the handcuff to Pacheco. Jordan Addison just woke up. You feel me? There's stuff going on. Listen, don't count me out is all I'm saying. I don't care if you're 4-0. I don't care if you're 400-0. Don't count me out. That's all I'm saying.
Sounds good, brother.
We're going to go to the second game. A close one as well. Caillou beat Joe Foreign 107-104. Derrick Henry, absolutely crazy game, 35.9. Stephon Diggs with a good game at 18.5. Jalen Hurts slowly on a decline at 16.32. Against Malik Neighbors, 23. Malik Neighbors puts up numbers every week, bro. It's really a problem. And you know what? We this is a conversation that needs to be had, but the fact that Joe Foreign has Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr., 2 rookies going absolutely crazy. I'm pretty sure you brought that up to me before. It's nuts. Dallas Goedert, who low-key has been like the most productive tight end in fantasy this year with 13.2. You got Brandon Barge losing 134 to the Gridler, 154.72. Kenneth Walker with 33.6. Jaden Daniels, the boy, 24. Deontay Johnson, currently now on my roster at 21.3. You got Nico Collins with 33.1 having a crazy game in Houston. Mike Evans with 23 and James Conner with 18.3. Ben Dover, the person you're playing this week, I believe you told me, 118 beat Can't Put Down the Cup of 107. Jordan Mason and the 49ers defense. So San Francisco going crazy on both sides of the ball with 24 and 23. You got Jahmyr Gibbs with 19. On the other side of the ball, 2 people on the same team as well. CeeDee Lamb with 23 and Dak Prescott with 16. And you got Kamara at 25. Your game, extremely close, down to the wire. 112 beat 111. Down by, oh, man, Jesus Christ, that wink. 27.1 and from Jaden Reed, 17.5 out of Jamar Chase. The other Travis Kelce with 15.9. And you got Lamar Jackson with 23.64. Zach Moss with 17.8. And Michael Pittman Jr. with 17.3. I want to take a look at this one just because you're in front of me. Oh, my God. I almost gagged when you winked at me. I'm not going to hold you, bro.
Relax. Hold it in.
I'm looking at this team, man, and you had consistency from the wide receiver decision for this week, right? And you're very lucky Najee Harris put up what he did. The Browns did their thing against what they were supposed to. Kept 12. Mike Gesicki with 0.1 points for you this week. That has to be scary.
And then Dalton Schultz had what? Dalton Schultz
6.4?
Yeah.
So you would have been at least like comfortable by a couple points or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the end of the day, like you already know Davante Adams wasn't playing, whatever. Jerry Jeudy on your bench had 13.2. This was a close one. And you know, it's not the same for the other side of the ball. Like, for example, yeah, you won by 1, but like there wasn't that many players on Petey's bench that he could have flipped in to do the same thing. You know what I mean? Like no one exploded on Petey's team, but everybody had a low floor. 17, 12, 15, 18, 12, 10, 11. You know what I mean? No one had the 30 and then the .1. You feel me? So definitely an even game, and it was one of those that like any little point that was made or lost like affected the whole thing. So
yeah.
Good win overall.
I mean, also Browns gave me like 3 points or something like that.
They gave you 12.
The Browns?
Yeah. The defense, right?
Yeah. Was it? Oh no, I'm sorry. This week they're projected 3 points.
Yeah.
But I got them out of here.
Yeah, as you should.
I got the Ravens in there now.
And just to sweep this up.
DK Metcalf questionable. Don't tell me that.
It could have been out of your hands.
Because the game
could have been out of your hands.
Because no, hell no. I love DK. I'm not getting rid of DK for nothing. DK is the number 1 over there, and they love to throw that ball over there in Seattle.
Listen, I would be scared if I saw DK Metcalf coming at me. All he eats is Skittles on his Marshawn Lynch.
But I'm thinking right now, DK questionable.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know, man. But the game's about to start. Should I throw Darnell Mooney in there? Throw Darnell in place. Darnell's projected 12.4.
What does Seattle play?
The Giants. But he will destroy the Giants.
Destroy the Giants, bro. He would destroy the Giants.
If he plays, though. I hate that questionable shit.
Hold up. Let me just check really quick because I got it here.
I have it here, too.
They play in Seattle. It's in Seattle. New York is going away to them.
I'm trying to see. Metcalf. Oh, his hand. He's fine.
But he had a hand injury before and he came back.
Yeah, he's fine.
So maybe it got worse.
He's fine.
All right, well.
Metcalf was 1 session during week 3 prep due to a hand issue, but he otherwise hasn't been hindered in practice until Thursday's cap showing. He currently has a streak of 3 consecutive 100-yard performances. He's fine. He's not going anywhere. He wants that.
You better hope he doesn't. You better hope that wide receiver doesn't hurt his hand long term.
The way he catches shit, bro. He's fine, bro.
Talking about
stop wishing, shit. Stop throwing bad juju.
Listen, look, I'm not trying to give any juju. I'm trying to get into this last game that we're in this fantasy. Talking about giving it away. Talking about Obi, our last guest, won his game last week.
Yes.
111 to 104. Geno Smith 21.6. Tony Pollard with 18.8, and Terry McLaurin with 18.2. Also, he was right. He went to that Giants game and they lost.
Yeah.
So he really is bad luck. If you ever hear that Obi's at a Giants game, just
bet against him.
Cowboys money line.
Not like you'd probably bet for him, but
no, not like that. That's all I'm saying. But Chuba Hubbard 22.1, Amon Ra with 20.78, and Aaron Jones with a good game 17.9. So I think a lot of these games were close.
I say this? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry because
I'll give you win of the week. Also, you won by 1.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Thank you, man. So me and Shorty started doing what Obi said, even though we're a little week late.
So I was confused. Can you hold up? Wait. Can you explain what is what about what he said? Because I was confused at what one is and what the other one is.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I know what a survivor pool is. I don't know what the other one is.
What's the other one? What was the other thing he was talking about?
He said one was a trip and one was a dinner. You remember that? I was trying to figure this out with my girl too, bro. I'm like, yo, what the?
One was a trip, one was a dinner.
He was like, yo, if I do the survivor pool, whoever loses the survivor pool pays for dinner, and then he had another type.
That had nothing to do with the survival pool? I don't remember that.
Oh, was it? Maybe I misread what he was saying. Yeah, I rewatched it trying to.
I don't remember.
We were playing around. We're like, I might have to write that down.
I'll go back. But yeah, so me and Shorty. So even though it's a couple weeks after the beginning, opening week and stuff like that.
Right.
The way football works, obviously there's still plenty of games left, and there's also playoffs and stuff like that if you want to. Right. So I took that idea. And I was like, yo, Shorty, what's up? Do you want to do like a survival pool? I explained it to her and stuff like that. She's like, how do you play? I was just like, you just got to pick a team. So I sent her the schedule and everything like that. And she picked her team. So she's got the Seahawks over the Giants. Look how she's paying attention, bro. She knows the Giants are trash.
Like that shit.
I love that shit. She
yeah.
knows the Giants are trash.
That's it. You ever seen that video? That's it. That's where I'm from.
That's where I'm from. Take me to Westchester. That's it.
Come on, bro. No, but for real.
And my survivor pool, just to throw it out, I picked the Broncos over the Raiders.
Not a bad one. Not a bad one at all.
I feel like a little momentum going.
A little momentum. Raiders, they don't have Davante Adams.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
But Shorty picked the Seahawks. She was like, I got the Seahawks. I said, yeah.
Well, but you're also like a Seattle head, so her picking Seattle. You're like, over Seattle. New York, you're like, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong with that. All
right.
I gave so my girl's really into Arizona just as a place. Period. She loves. I was like, look, man, if you weren't a Jets fan, I'd allow you
to be a Cardinals fan. Cool team, cool colors.
Cool team, like cool color, cool mascot, in a cool place. You feel me? Like it's just overall. It's like, look, but and nothing else. Don't come to me saying you're a Philly fan or that. Don't come to me saying you're a Patriots fan and that's stupid like that. You know.
And like we also did, I don't know what Obi did for like so we're doing a weekly like thing. So it's like,
if you win this one,
so we're doing a chore card. Me and Shorty live with each other. Sometimes we don't always feel like doing certain chores. I take the trash out. She usually does the dishes. And, sometimes whatever. So I figured, you know what? Whoever wins that week gets a chore card. And you get to, distribute whatever chore it is that you don't feel like doing.
Chore card being like what? Like you pick a card up and it has.
No, I mean like you have. Well, like let's say like a card. I haven't made it, but there's like let's just say an imaginary card, like an imaginary. Yeah. Get out of chores free for whatever. You don't feel like doing the dishes. You might be like, you know what I'm saying? She's like, baby, can you take the trash out?
You take the trash out.
You take it out. I'm playing the game right now.
That shit look like a reverse Uno, but like,
you take it out.
It's stupid. That's not a bad one though. Chores is not a bad one.
That's
bad. Dishes. That's garbage. That's.
And then
that's a
dishes, garbage, laundry. We have a dog. You got to take out the dog, feed the dog. You know what I'm saying? Different shit.
Damn,
you know what I mean?
Interesting.
Cool. And then the grand prize, whoever has the most wins at the end of the season. Something simple. We just decided probably just dinner. Like wherever they take dinner of your choosing, wherever you want to go. Now, if you choose expensive, you choose expensive. If you choose cheap, write it down, Papa. Shit to do. Because what's cool about it? Because think about it, though. The way when the Opie said that, I was like, yo, man, that's so... Because my girl always... She watches football with me. Even though she doesn't necessarily know what's going on, but she watches football with me.
Right.
And she's always asking questions like this and this and that. So I'm like, you know what? You want to know more about football? You want to know more about like all this shit like that? This is a good way for you to have to pay a little bit more attention than what you were. Right? Because now, before you pick a team, you're going to actually have to see, what's this team's record? What's this team's record? How well did this team do that last week?
So you're not holding her to being a Jets fan then?
No, she's a Jets fan.
But by choice? Or like, you're saying pick a team as in the game, not...
Yes, I'm talking about in the survivor pool.
In the survivor pool, understood.
Yeah.
And then do you do the thing that's like, you can't pick the same team three times and all that?
No, you can't pick the same team twice.
Oh, twice.
There ain't no same 3 times. You cannot pick the same team twice. You pick a team, so that's why I told you, so you'll be real careful about who you pick, because...
But you started now, week 5.
Yeah, we're starting now, week 5.
So then that means you'll end up having, 12 weeks?
12 weeks.
Week 17.
Well, and then playoffs.
Oh, we'll keep it third. We're going all the way to February.
We're gonna go all the way into into the Super Bowl. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Because we started late, but also, you know, we watch football, and what's the difference really?
You stack all your free cards, like all 20 of them, until like, you know, Super Bowl's over. Whoever wins, you be like, hey, can you?
No. The free cards expire
for the week.
They expire after 3 weeks. You can't hold it. You can't hold it.
They're not rolling over.
They're not rolling over, Papa.
This isn't PTO.
No. You're not gonna catch me 10 weeks down the line when I'm 10 weeks down the line when it just decided
okay, but if you're not gonna, can you? Oh my God, I'm sorry. Can you? I would have been in the crib one day doing nothing.
Now all of a sudden it's snowing and new chores arrive and shit like that. Baby, can you go freaking, you know, wipe off the car?
Oh, this card is actually for you to mow the lawn. You can't mow the lawn if it's snowed out.
Right.
Oh, okay. So now you gotta. I get what you're saying.
Shit like that.
So, as we move on from what happened in week 2, since we're getting started for what is going to be your free chore card, let me ask you. So Thursday night football starts in about 10 minutes for us.
Yes, sir.
What do you think, Tampa Bay or Atlanta? At Atlanta, 8:15.
I think this is a divisional game, is it not?
It is. NFC South.
NFC South.
That's that division you've been talking about. Come on, bro. And Andy Dalton's kind of waking the Panthers back up right now.
Sleeper division, right? Sleeper division. They've been doing their thing.
How sleeper are they if they're on primetime this week?
Hey, listen. Give me from the door.
At Atlanta.
Buccaneers. Give me the Bucks. Buccaneers play the Atlanta very well.
I agree.
Mike Evans kills them all the time.
I agree.
And it's just, I like Atlanta. I still think that they need a couple of people to kind of step up, i.e. Kyle Pitts. You know what I mean? For their offense to look. We're seeing Drake London coming into form, right? We're seeing him come into form.
Right.
You know, Bijan Robinson has had a couple of hiccups, you know, little things like that. Hasn't been as productive as we want. And then same thing with Kyle Pitts. Right? So I think that Atlanta hasn't quite showed us the offense that we all thought we were going to see.
Yeah.
Especially with getting Kirk Cousins, right? Kirkio, Bijan, Drake London, Kyle Pitts. Like,
on paper,
we're like, oh, these guys are going to score whatever. And it just hasn't been the case. Have they won some good games?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're even right now. They're 2-2.
Right. Have they won some good games? Have they, you know, I think that, I think some of them could have been better. Some of them are closer than they should have been and things like that.
Well, they were all close. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, but this is actually something I wanted to say. That all the games were close. It's 18-10 the first one, 22-21 the second one, 22-17, and then 26-24. Like, they're in those games with everybody.
But they haven't scored over, what, 24 points?
They haven't.
That's their highest?
24 is their highest. 18, 21, 17, 24. No. They scored 26 when they beat the Saints. Okay. So 26 is their highest. But they're still there. They like to stay in the loop. I think they know. It seems like they're trying to play certain games accordingly. This is a rivalry game.
Who do you got?
They got Carolina right after this. I'm going to take Tampa Bay as well, man.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. Like I said, they could keep it close, but I think that, you know, Tampa Bay might just pack that extra punch that's going to take them over the edge.
Yeah.
Our game. The London game, 9:30 in the morning.
9:30 in the morning, I love it.
New York, it's considered at a Minnesota game, but it is in London, bro.
In it,
with the mandem.
Where's my food, fam?
Hit the ting, go pop,
fam.
2 + 2 is 4.
Bring me my food, fam.
What's that show called? Top Boy.
Bring me my food, fam.
Look.
In it.
Don't move.
Don't move.
Don't move. Okay, so Justin Jefferson was talking a little smack about Garrett Wilson. It was hype behind it, but he did bring up Garrett Wilson in conversation.
He said they're not the same.
They're not the same, and they're not.
They're not.
They're not, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to tell you what I'm scared of.
Vikings going to win the game.
I think the Vikings are going to win that game. However,
because Sam Darnold, you know he's going to come over there with heat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I got to let you know something, man. Yeah. I got to let you know. It's been on my heart. As a fantasy manager, this is one of those times when you're statistics of winning go against your team. You got to pick someone to go against the Jets. It's always a heartbreaking thing.
You're picking Addison.
Here, I'm picking Addison, and here's why I'm picking Addison. My whole excuse was, of course, Sam Darnold looks nice. He has the best receiver in football. The receiving leader of the game last week was Jordan Addison. I believe he had 2 touchdowns. That's scary, bro. Coming off an injury. And Jordan, we all knew Jordan Addison was nice.
Yeah.
That was no mystery. He was injured, but he is nice. So if he can produce those same type of numbers on both receivers, that's scarier than I think most people think. And
listen,
not for nothing, both of their. I'm sorry, I keep pausing.
No, you're fine.
But another thing that makes me nervous, right, is how long we might see this duo, because they have both of their quarterbacks on super low contracts now. So that is where you look into these 2 receivers are going to play their ass off, because they could potentially land those high receiver contracts in the mix of Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they keep it going this way. Build that cheap quarterback formula that seems to be so popular nowadays and run with it. I gotta take Minnesota. How do you take Minnesota while you're wearing a Jets jersey? That's what I want to know.
Realistic fan, man.
I'm out of
I'm
out of you.
Whenever I take a team, I just want to let you know I'm doing it strictly for the purposes of, having a sports podcast.
Right.
I'm not going to sit here and
lie.
I'm not even lie. I'm just not going to sit here and be completely biased of it, because personally, I don't like those guys. Right. I don't like listening to, certain sports podcasters or whatever that, or whatever, analysts or whatever that are extremely biased on their team. Like that shit, because that shit is boring and unrealistic. 100%. If I know who you're gonna pick your team every week. That's corny, bro. Yeah. And it's not realistic. The Vikings right now are playing extremely well.
They're looking like the best team in football,
and the Jets are not. So if you're asking me who I think is going to win, I think the Vikings are going to win. If you're asking me who I want to win, of course it's the Jets. Of course I'm going out there and rooting for my Jets. 100%.
I'd be British for the whole day.
You know what I'm saying?
The whole day. Austin Powers.
But if you're asking me for the purposes of the show, for the purposes of placing a bet, or whatever the case may be like that, the smart thing is to go with the Vikings.
As far as the smart thing, and thank you. That was very well put together.
Thank you.
Fiscally and monetarily. So
we love it.
I'm just gonna hit you guys with the popular games, because there's a whole lot of lot of fluff.
Yeah,
let's
just do the popular ones, please. Can we pick 3?
Yeah, we're gonna pick 3. Ready? I got a good 3. Baltimore at Cincinnati.
I like that. Good one to pick.
1:00.
We like that.
How big is your CBS?
Come on now.
We're hitting them in Paycor Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Dayton, Youngstown, Cleveland, Cincinnati.
Wait, how do I know that? Where's that from?
I did it like 4 episodes, 6 episodes.
Yo, I feel like, because, obviously I'll be playing it over and over, editing this shit. Cincinnati. I remember
Dayton, Youngstown, Cleveland, Cincinnati.
That's funny.
That's a Killer Cam line, by the way. Shout out Killer. It is what it is.
So, what do you got? Because Cincinnati.
Oh, Baltimore.
Easy?
After what Baltimore just showed me, Baltimore. I'm talking like I'm from there. Be more.
Dummy.
Listen,
stupid.
I think that now, this is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
The way the Baltimore Ravens play is not the most exciting. Right?
Yeah.
A lot of run.
A lot of ground football.
A lot of ground and pound, defensive 3 and out type stuff, so holding the ball, you know what I'm saying, running the clock. It is not, even though they're scoring points, it's just, what we want to see as football fans, right? We want to see the ball singing in the air. We want to see your receivers
the anticipation of the dive and where do his hands go.
All that. It's just, and Derrick Henry running up the middle, however impressive it is, because it is pretty damn impressive.
Yeah,
it's boring. It's like, and then just looking at some of these players, they don't want to hit that dude.
No.
You know they don't want it. Buffalo, some of them Bills did not want to hit up. Did not want to.
Do you blame him, bro?
No, I don't.
You remember what happened to Josh Norman?
Yeah,
when he was a Bill.
I don't blame him at all.
Wham! Hit him in the floor. It's like, yo, you remember that, right? They used to play that shit in slow motion.
Yeah, that's stiff arm crazy.
Wham!
I'm not blaming anyone. But
nothing wrong with that.
But
you know that the ball's coming from behind the lines, though, and that's what's boring about it, you know.
But
throw Davante in.
But listen, without doing all that, I said that to say this. Even though it's not the most exciting, it is good football. They have a game plan. They have the personnel to execute that game plan.
Right.
And they are going to do that week in and week out. And I don't see anybody on Cincinnati's defensive side that can stop that running game.
I agree.
So
they're gonna play them well.
And at the end of the day, they're gonna play them well. Divisional game, of course. They're gonna play them well. It's a divisional game.
Right.
But I just think that, you know, Joe Burrow is gonna have to have a better, like Joe Burrow is gonna have to have a great game, where Lamar can have a decent game.
I agree. Because of the game plan.
You know what I mean?
It's the Harbaugh brothers. Both have that same schematic of like, we're going to run the life out of the ball.
We're going to play defense and we're going to run.
And we're going to run. And you know what? It's like you said, it's not all smoke and mirrors, but it's efficient.
Like if you love football, you love it because it's like, yo, these, you know, they're playing the defense and everything like that. But, you know, it's still like for the common or the casual or, you know, even people that just, you know, that still love football, it's like damn, all right. You know, sometimes you want to, like, damn, Zay Flowers, can you get open? But then it's like, at the same time, they're not even really running plays for him. So,
and it looked like that first game, they tried to get him the ball a lot, and it was very unsuccessful. And then everything after that kind of was like
we're going to go
it's
right
the Derrick
back.
Henry show.
Let's just do what we're supposed to do.
They were trying to ease him in. You know, obviously he was coming off the injury, and you didn't know what was going on with him at the end of Tennessee. So it's kind of like how they Brees Hall'd him last year and, like, eased him in.
Now it's just
that one. They were like, "Oh, this guy can't catch the ball right now."
Yeah. Now it's just.
Oh, Mark Andrews is asleep right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Isaiah Likely
looks
decent.
Decent.
I wish that they would use him. I just picked him up in fantasy, and that's not why I'm saying I wish they would use him more. But Isaiah Likely is a great, like, blocking tight end, but he's also uber athletic and got hands, you know, like
overall athlete.
Like you can, like, he should be. Isaiah Likely has the tools to be a top 5 receiving tight end in the league.
I'm not mad at you for saying that.
If he ever will be, with Lamar Jackson being the one to throw him the ball, I don't know. Not because Lamar Jackson can't get him the ball. It's just gameplay wise, yada yada yada. But that's just my little tidbit on that. I think Isaiah Likely has those tools. But yeah.
All right, let's see how fast we can do this. Not only are we running out of time, my laptop's on 18%.
Okay,
so we're gonna zoom through
Let's
this.
Let's zoom.
We're gonna do 2 more games.
Yep.
Good games.
Yep.
Buffalo at Houston.
Very good game.
1 o'clock also. CBS at Houston. Energy Stadium in Houston. Stephon Diggs returned to play his former team in Buffalo.
Joe Mixon's playing?
Joe Mixon's playing.
Give me Houston. Joe Mixon plays.
Let's see. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to actually check the...
Yeah. If Joe Mixon plays, I'll take Houston. If Joe Mixon does not play, I'll take Buffalo to bounce back.
7 hours ago, Mixon remained sidelined at practice on Thursday. So he didn't practice today. That's the latest news on Joe Mixon. But I think Khalil Shakir is also with a Q. I didn't know that, actually.
That's your boy right there.
Yo, low-key, that guy's been like...
That's your boy right
man,
there.
I'm so glad I do this show, man. It also...
Right?
It doubles as research.
I didn't know about Metcalf until we started doing this.
There you go. So, look, now, but thank God I got Jordan Addison, like I said, to wake me up. Give me Buffalo, bro.
Yeah?
I think Buffalo's been playing fantastic football.
I hate it, though. We need Buffalo to stink.
We need Buffalo to stink, but what did you say? I can't be a fan right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Houston, though. Actually, I'm gonna change it. No, Khalil Shakir's questionable. Even though no Joe Mixon, I'm gonna go Houston. Houston needs to win.
Yeah.
More so than Buffalo needs to win.
Yeah.
I think.
I think Houston's in a stronger division.
Yeah, I think Houston needs to win more so than Buffalo needs to win.
Mm.
And Houston being at home should give them enough of an advantage. Yeah, and I think that the Ravens exposed some stuff
Right.
about the Bills. Now, if Joe Mixon was healthy, I would feel more confident with Houston being able to exploit those weaknesses that they saw in the Bills. But I still think that they're going to come out with a game plan and get that win. I don't think it's going to be a blowout or anything like that. I think it'll be a pretty damn good game. But give me Houston.
Does it affect you at all that Tank Dell is also injured?
No. Nico Collins and Stephon Diggs is enough.
All right. I like that.
Nico's nice.
Now, there's a couple good games, but I'm going to hit you with this one. I think that
Which one?
I'm going to tell you, I think this might be the make or break as to where Davante Adams goes. You got New Orleans at Kansas City, Monday Night Football. The only other game I would consider talking to you about is Arizona at San Francisco. But the truth is that I think that if for any reason New Orleans has a lights out game, is that the Thursday night game? Oh, that's going to be so hard to watch while we're in the middle of, oh my God, yo, what an asshole. All right, so New Orleans at Kansas City, they're both looking hot. They both look like they're going to be in the top end of what happens at the end of the season. It's primetime, 8:15 on ESPN in Kansas City, Missouri. What do you think?
No Rashee Rice.
No Rashee Rice. Derek Carr's probably going to play his ass off.
That's tough. But Kansas City's got to lose. What's Kansas City record right now?
Kansas City's undefeated.
Yeah, they got to lose. Give me New Orleans.
Rashee Rice is on the IR. Pacheco's on the IR. Kamara's questionable.
Give me New Orleans.
I got New Orleans.
I think it's
also
about that time they lose a game.
All right. So we're going to leave it right there. We're going to fly through this fantasy really quick.
Okay, Drake London with the reception. You know I need those.
Let's go. Okay, my boy excited. So
Come
we're
on,
gonna,
dogs.
as far as something that we need some of those, rebuild season to me is playing Brandon Barge 2-2. I don't know if you want to double this up like you're at Buffalo Wild Wings or something.
Let's go.
Like that,
I
right?
would love some Buffalo Wild Wings.
I've been dying for it. I've been asking everybody to try and get some Buffalo Wild Wings.
Trust me, one of these Sundays, if I ever get a Sunday off, we're going to go.
No, we out, bro.
We're going to go. We're going to get some footage. You hear that, guys? It's going to be some...
So look, my starting roster sounds like a stutter. It's just a You got 18 with a Q. Rico Dowdle, Jordan Addison, Deontay Johnson, Trey McBride, Khalil Shakir, Chase McLaughlin's playing right now. Hella Q's because I can't start Brandon Ayuk this week.
You can't, man.
You can't start him. Yo. You can't start him.
I told you about Keenan Allen too.
You know, I didn't.
He's
been
been dog water.
So this is my plan. Like I said,
dog water.
One of these running backs in here, either Rico Dowdle or one of them's gonna have to explode, right? One of them, statistically, economically, one of them's gonna have to explode. And then, as long as I can hold me off, this guy comes back. Now I got his backup and a little bit of this right here.
Hit him with a little Biggie 101.
And Quentin Johnson's been going stupid for the Chargers, and he comes back.
You keep telling yourself whatever you need to. Another pass by Drake London. Is that a touchdown? Touchdown, baby.
Touchdown. Oh, man.
Touchdown.
What is this jersey that Atlanta is wearing, though? What is this red? That looks like Georgia's colors. All right.
Listen, we were just talking about Atlanta's offense, and they just scored in the first, 2 minutes.
All right, so it looks like Mike Evans is going to get a chance to get the ball early. Honestly, I'm going to say this is a close one, but I think that...
Drakey London. Drakey. What?
With Tank Dell hurt, I think Nico Collins might have a really good game.
I knew his ass was going to score a touchdown.
I'm going to say...
Make a decision, bro. The music's cut.
I gotta win, bro. Let's see. The music came off?
The music's off.
Alright, so Joe Foreign 2-2 against Noel 2-2. I think he might struggle a little bit trying to fill in that tight end spot. You know, I just took Trey McBride from him. Man, but Brian Thomas Jr.'s been going crazy. Debo's been hurt. The Broncos played Las Vegas. It's looking hard, but I'm gonna say give me Noel. I think Noel's gonna do well with Jonathan Taylor.
I just want to let you
Sound him
know
off. What's up?
that I took Kyle Pitts for 60-plus yards, and he has 32 already.
That's insane. There you go. You know what you're doing. Yo, you've been practicing that wink, huh? So Albert Mendez.
Is it really bothering you?
I'm playing. I'm just playing.
Because I'm going to keep doing it even if it bothers you.
It's all right.
It's not going to make me stop.
And then Caillou with my neck hurts. Honestly, it sounded like a lot of Caillou's team died. He lost Rashee Rice, and he had to bench Tyreek Hill because they don't know what they're doing at quarterback. So instead, he's starting Xavier Worthy and Xavier Legette, which is kind of rough. You got Colby Parkinson. And the matchups on Caillou's side, I'm saying, are looking pretty rough. He didn't start Kyle Pitts. Already has 4.2. Then you got C.J. Stroud, Kyron Williams, Brian Robinson Jr. I think that I like the left's matchups a lot more than the right. What do you think?
Yeah, me too.
Let's see. You're gonna go with Albert.
Yeah, Albert.
All right, let's go. Look,
Albert needs a win too.
I feel like I'm trying to.
You're fine. It's commercial.
Trying to keep a kid from getting distracted doing homework. All right, so you got David right here with 0.5 already. Bijan Robinson did something already so far.
Stop playing with me.
Bend over, 55 to 45% chance of winning. How do you feel about your matchup this week?
Listen, I go into every week, man, like they're gonna do what they're gonna do.
Right.
All I can do is try to make the best decision with the players that I've got.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's really, I mean, I don't try to get too high and too low. Like,
we don't care about the humility. You're undefeated. We're not here for all of that. We're not here for the prophecy that is whatever you got going on. What do you think, sir?
I mean, I think I'm confident, man. I think the guys that I've got all are, no matter what these guys try to say about my team,
right?
I think they're all high usage. Lamar Jackson, Bijan Robinson, Zach Moss, Michael Pittman. Now that Joe Flacco's there, and actually somebody can get him the fucking ball.
Yep.
The only Najee Harris should be performing a lot better than he actually is.
Do you expect Joe Flacco to have the same season he had last season?
I expect Joe Flacco to come out there and beat Joe Flacco. I expected to beat Joe Flacco to be out there and sling that ball somewhere and somehow without moving his damn feet whatsoever. He gets that shit out.
So you got you?
I got me.
All right.
I don't want to know who you got. Don't say it out loud because you're bad luck.
God knows my heart.
Now I'm playing. Who do you got?
I got Ronnie. But I think it's going to be close. I think you're going to have a game like last week.
Okay, Baker Mayfield already letting it sling to Mike Evans. This is going to be a good game, by the way.
Oh, man.
Divisional.
A little divish.
A little divish with a little Sharusk.
Well, you can't have Chris Godwin do anything, so make sure Chris Godwin doesn't get the ball. That's
listen. I listen. At the end of the day, I think that Bijan Robinson can run the ball and he can catch it. So, and I got Bijan Robinson to get at least 25 receiving yards at the minimum. So, probably a touchdown too.
I'm looking at this matchup right here. You got Amon Ra Dogger against Campo down the Cup, 49 to 51. Anthony Richardson doesn't look like he's going to be doing too much. Chuba Hubbard's looking really good. Joe Mixon, it doesn't look like he's going to play, so I don't know what he's going to do there. He has Amon Ra on a bye, which is
they really got Rashad White up out of there, huh?
Oh, Bucky Irving.
Oh, no,
he's
there.
He's there, but Bucky Irving is looking quite
Bucky Irving's
impressive.
looking pretty good, right?
Yeah. You got Alvin Kamara on the other side with a Q against Kansas City, which is kind of hard for them. CeeDee Lamb against Pittsburgh is rough.
He's not doing enough for me.
Josh Jacobs.
My liking.
Josh Jacobs is very much not the same element of explosiveness that he was.
He's not doing this. He's not doing enough for me.
I think a lot of fantasy managers are pretty upset about that. Cooper Kupp, like I said, I love to say it every time. He had to put down the cup, literally.
Yeah.
Put him in the O. The truth is that I like Kelvin's matchups more.
I like Kelvin's matchups more too.
Give me Kelvin.
Yeah.
And then Obi against Petey.
Already with 11.3. But Drake London's wilding.
Well, which is crazy. And
not good for Petey.
That only gives him 54, though, so that must mean that there's something good looking on this side. Playing against Miami, I feel like is a plus, especially right now. The morale is super down. You got the Bears playing against the Panthers. That could be a good matchup, but Jamar Chase against Baltimore could be a little harder. Jaden Reed against the Rams.
Jordan Love's questionable, though.
Still questionable. Travis Kelce hasn't quite woken up yet. Maybe this is the time. Who the hell is
No, Travis Kelce woke up last game, and with Rashee Rice being Rashee Rice being gone. That's what I'm saying.
50.9.
Rashee Rice being gone, he may play very well. Jaden Reed is a big time contributor, but he only contributes when Jordan Love is playing.
So if Malik Willis is playing, that's not going to be the answer.
It's not going to be the answer.
Trey Tucker, who the hell is this guy? I guess he's the up and coming receiver that's going to kind of replace the role that Davante Adams has.
Hey, they got to throw the ball to somebody.
Jacoby Myers, I think, is also someone that should be eyed out. I don't know what Trey Tucker's going to do yet, and I trust everybody else more, to be honest with you. So I'm going to say give me Obi. I think Obi wins this game also.
I think Obi wins this game. He's already up 11 points.
Yeah.
And the game just started. Drake London's going to – it looks like he's probably going to finish with like 18 to 20 points tonight if he's on he's on track for 20 points.
Yeah, and it's literally only been, 5 minutes of the first quarter, so needless to say. Obviously, you could tell we're dying to watch this game the same way that we know that you guys are going to be watching this game and everything that goes on Sunday and Monday. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week, and I'll see ya.